Good afternoon. So, been a bit of a while since I've been on and been a bit more out there, but fear not, lots of things have been going on behind the scenes. And yeah, I'm coming on today because I want to tell you about a fantastic new project that will be starting in January next year. And this is why I've been so quiet, because there's been so much that I have been doing in the background. Courses I've been on, absolutely loads, like attending different networking groups, amazing things, working with some like incredible people as well to help support, not to mention the likes of like Junction Point, Ruth, who's helped. I've now been going to different networking events and things. So all these things that I've been doing are because obviously a lot of you know my passion is to support children with their mental health and help families sort of bring back that bond and have those stronger connections within families, because sometimes it is really difficult to deal with children who are lacking in confidence. Sometimes, you know, they have outbursts of anger because they don't know how to explain something that's upset them. You know, we've got kids that might get upset over the littlest of things. To us, we think they're little, but to our kids, they're actually not. And yeah, I do think it's so important that as parents, we have the tools and the equipment to be able to actually talk to our children about their mental health and open up these discussions, but without it being overwhelming. So my big why is because I am that child that has experienced a lot of different childhood traumas, from deaths, bullying, serious anxiety issues, self-confidence, a bit of a false sense of reality, loads of things that have gone on. I don't really need to stand here and list them. But as an adult is when I started to be affected, which is kind of can be too late. Luckily, I say luckily, but like luckily for me, it's not been too late. I'm now using what I have like experienced and my struggles to now turn this round into something so our children don't have to sort of experience the same thing. So the why behind what I do and the reason for having Worley's World, which is literally a world filled with emotion monsters, to help us as parents talk to our kids about their emotions and their mental health. But I didn't have that as a child, and I think a lot of us as parents now didn't have this as a child. We didn't know how to go about opening up these conversations, and I think because I didn't have this growing up, I do really believe that that is one of the reasons I have struggled so much as an adult, because I've not been given the tools, I've not been given the strategies or the ways to talk about these things as a child. So for me, it's really important that to help with the mental health crisis that is now happening, because it's something like 1 in 5 children are now suffering with mental health. If you think that, you know, you're a semi-detached house, that means someone within either your household or your next door neighbours, one of the kids has at least got a mental health like challenge that they're facing, which is manic to even think that. So yeah, this is the why. This is why I'm doing it, because I need to help change the narrative so our kids don't have to go through this and we create a better life and a better future. So the biggest project that I am starting next year is a Be the Boss of Your Brain workshop, which will be involving our local community hubs. The reason I'm going to community hubs is because community hubs, family hubs, are filled with families, so it's an easier way to reach as many people as I can. So what will be on offer at these hubs is a workshop which has the expert, me, and I'll be coming in and delivering sort of like a get to know you, an informative presentation with parents to explain the whole reason behind Worley, why it works, how it works, what you need to be doing. I will be including real life stories of how Worley has already helped a lot of children and transformed, you know, families' lives and really completely changed the dynamic within families. And yeah, while I'm working with parents, there'll be an option for children to be somewhere else, doing something else, something that they can enjoy, with the last part of the workshop, everybody coming back together and experiencing Worley's World together. not only do you get to obviously experience it within the course, you will also be taking away like a whole pack. So when you have been to this course, not only are you learning how Worley's going to help, you're starting to pick up some ideas of how you can talk to your children about different resources, different emotions and things like that, how you're going to go about opening up those conversations. You're also going to come away with your own starter pack, so you can literally start using Worley as part of your family. So you're going to come home with copies of the books, so you've already got, here's your context, let's talk about Worley, let's read his stories. You're going to get a whole year's membership to the online members area, which is filled with video tutorials, worksheets, games, you name it. It's got absolutely everything in there, and it's like a whole package that as a family you'll be able to take home. And the idea behind this is that your family can then watch your children grow, you can watch them transform and see how they become their own little heroes. They become their own superhero because they're using the tools that they've learned to help them self-regulate. And if we get them nice and early and they start to enjoy it, it just completely changes the future for them. Like if we have our strategies embedded in us from a young age, it's only going to get better from there onwards. We're only going to be able to cope with these challenges in a much better way. Like, so this course in itself can not only like help just as a, this is how we can actually start talking about mental health within our house. It also is going to tackle things like, well, how do we deal with child anxiety? What about children's frustration, their confidence issues? Maybe they've got fears, or it might be that they're experiencing sadness and things like that. And well, these are quite big things, but what are we going to be doing about them? So next year is a massive push to get this course off the ground, get it into family hubs, try and get myself obviously in front of as many families I can to then be giving out this resource so parents are equipped. Our kids are within homes that have things at the ready, so then they are experiencing positive, engaging activities every day that will support their mental health. Because it's one of those things, like a lot of it is we do it a little too late, and we can't be doing that anymore. We really can't. Like I said, like 1 in 5 children now have a mental health challenge, and if that's going to continue and there's going to be no support for it, the NHS are taking on far more than they're capable of. So if I can help reduce that load for the NHS by offering a preventative measure, then that's what I'm going to do. And yeah, this is the big push for sort of next year. So yeah, keep an eye out for us. If you do see anything that you think, oh, that sounds really interesting, you know community hubs, or you work with community hubs that you think would be interested in running the workshops, do share what I am sort of posting about. I would say the page, so my actual Facebook page, which is Worley's World CIC, is going to be one of the main places to keep up to date. I do have a Facebook group, but the Facebook group is going to start to go into a bit of an archive because I need to be out there more publicly. Within the page and things like that, you'll still get access to your freebies, you'll still get access to like little activities that I come on and do live. So nothing's changing, it's just becoming more public, so more people can actually access it, rather than it being, well, you need to be in this group, just so I can try and reach as many children as possible. So you can follow the page, Worley's World CIC. You can sign up to emails. Again, emails will go out which have got links to different blog posts. So if you're interested in a certain topic to do with children's mental health, there'll be links so you can go and click into that, but it doesn't necessarily come straight into your inbox and you think, whoa, this is something massive. It's your choice. Obviously it'll keep you up to date with what's going on, tell you whereabouts I am, because I'm going to be traveling around a lot more. Yeah, so if you see these things and you want to keep up to date with them, do sign on to get the emails as well. I am going to pop a comment after I finish the video, and I will add in like where you can find me. So I'll put the link to the Facebook page, I'll put the link if you want to join the email list, and I'll also put in a link as well so you can actually see the poster that explains what the course is about. And then it does have the double side so you can actually see what is involved. And like I said before, if you are watching this and you think, oh, well, actually we've got a local family hub, or we've got a community centre that are always running activities for families and their kids, please, please tell them about Worley's World, because, you know, I just want to help improve kids' mental health, like one family at a time. Like, it needs to change. We have to change the narrative, and now is the time to really start doing it. Worley's World already, from the 4 years prior to where I am now, has already become something massive that is supporting children. And I actually can say around the world, I have got resources in, I think I've even got somebody in Africa. Somebody in Africa contacted me, and they've got some of the games over there. Like, they're in Australia, they're all over the UK. Like, it's incredible. But I'm always striving for more, and I need to reach more children, support more families, because I just have that deep passion that I do not want children to struggle like what I have as an adult. So let's help them from a younger age, provide them with these different tools. We can help them become the boss of their brain, and yeah, together we can tackle children's mental health. So that's what this is all about. So keep an eye out, do keep following, and share as much as you like. Thank you, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.